You ever meet someone and only later realize you weren't watching them, you were watching yourself get rewritten? That's what this story is. They called it Time Not Here, and it didn't start as a warning, it started as friendship. Daniel meets Lave and it looks like luck at first, like finding your missing piece in another person. Same gravity, same orbit, same pull. And at the beginning it feels like loyalty, but loyalty starts to bend, because Lave is always in trouble, always collapsing, always needing rescue. And Daniel, he always shows up. Money problems, relationship fires, chaos dressed up as emergencies. It gets bigger every time. Not help anymore, but infrastructure. Not friendship anymore, but maintenance of a collapsing world. And Daniel doesn't notice because he's inside it. Then the fractures start. Tiny inconsistencies, slip stories, versions of truth that don't quite match themselves. And then a moment, not even fully real. Daniel sees Lab's face shift, reptilian and human, wrong in a way that can't be explained cleanly. But he had been smoking, so he doubts himself, and that's where it gets dangerous, because doubt is where manipulation grows roots. So he does what minds do when reality stops agreeing with itself. He starts researching psychopathy, gaslighting, patterns, profiles, the architecture of deception. And suddenly everything has a label, but nothing feels resolved, just darker. Life becomes a mirror Daniel doesn't want to look into, but can't stop looking at. So he leaves, not dramatically, not cleanly, just quietly exits a life that used to feel like certainty. And what follows isn't freedom, it's aftershock. Alcohol, depression, the slow collapse of self-trust. Because betrayal doesn't just remove a person, it removes your ability to read people at all. And Daniel keeps asking the same question, not what happened, but how did I miss it? So he goes deeper, past psychology, past explanation, into mythology, fringe theories, ancient warnings carved into symbols, as if meaning is hiding somewhere older than language. And that's when the reptilian idea appears again, not as fact, but as metaphor that refuses to stay metaphor. And then he finds something called the KIMBA ceremony, a ritual of release, offerings, plants, card pull, structured, emotional unraveling. And Daniel brings a broken toy monkey, not random, a relic of childhood, a stand-in for something that never fully healed. And the ceremony begins and something cracks open, emotion first, then silence, then vision. Not imagination, not memory, something in between. He sees himself change into a gorilla, stronger, older, unburdened, not becoming something new, but retrieving something lost. And then it happens, the part no framework can fully contain. He returns to a childhood moment, not as story, but as experience. And for the first time, he is not watching it, he is inside it. And he can finally feel it, without escaping it.
Scary in the night, like a stone under my breath. You don't have to be a fire all the time. Even broken hands can learn to hold the line.
Take it slow, let it shake, let the hurt make room for grace. One more breath, one more try, you are still on the rise. Give what you can.
Stretch out
Give what you get. Be who you are. Stretch out the pain.
Stand tall again, tall again.
Give what you get. Be who you are. Stretch out the pain.
Stand tall again, tall again.
Stand tall again.
If you feel like yes, then breathe and stay. The heart you have is enough today. Not every wound needs a perfect name. Some get strong by staying in the flame. Oh, give what you can.
Soft as rain.
Be who you are.
Say it again.
Stretch out the pain.
Look away.
Stand tall again.
Stand tall again.
Stand tall again. Stand tall again.
What you get. Be who you are.
Be who you are.
Stretch out the pain. Stand tall again. Give what you get.
Give what you can.
Be who you are.
Be who you are.
Stretch out the pain. Stand tall again. Stand tall again.
Give what you can.
Give what you get.
Be who you are.
Stretch out the pain.
Stand tall again.
Stand tall again. Boom, boom, boom.
I woke up with a weight still folded in my chest, carrying the night like a stone under my breath. You don't have to be a fire all the time. Even broken hands can learn to hold the line.
Take it slow, let it shake. Let the earth make room for grace. One more breath, one more try. You are still on the rise. Give what you can.
Be who you are.
Stretch out the pain.
I always forget to turn the microphone on.
Give what you can.
Alright, you know what I also forget to do? I need to get myself some checklists, bro.
Tall again.
Stand tall again.
I'm normally not a checklist kind of person. But alright, I'm gonna sync up. 3, 2, 1, go. Bingo. Alright, hello everybody. I'm recording this separately so that I can produce some pillar content out of it. I've got chess.com open on a separate window. I've got Claude open. It's taken me a while to get ready for streaming. And it's taken me a few days of sort of trial runs because I don't know how much I can show and how much I can't. And it's, you know, I want to make sure that my system is safe. I'm just going to turn the music down a tad just in case it is too loud. We'll see. So I've got my music playing. I'm gonna jump into Claude. I'm running it on my separate computer and then streaming a particular safe output here. So I'm gonna select certain sessions that we're working on and jump into them and get through them. I am a little bit behind on my catch up. So I've got a lot of open sessions at the moment and they need closing before I can realistically move forward in any of the others, because half-finished sessions include stuff that hasn't been reported on yet and stuff that hasn't been hard-coded into specs, or hasn't actually been built, so just the intention is being set. But if it doesn't write it up, then a later session, the AI is not going to have the context of that session because the report hasn't been written up yet. So it's important that I go through and finish all of the sessions. So you can see the number of blue dots around. That's the challenge, is I've got to go through and wipe them all out. Now I can skip my way to doing that by asking Claude to do a quick scan of the open session reports, but that only picks up where the session report has been started, and not every Claude session starts a session report at the beginning because, you know, it's AI. It doesn't always do what you want it to do. Right, I'm gonna select Sonnet, start a new chat. I've got to start it on my separate machine because that's where the files all are. And what we're gonna do, please have a look and tell me how many live open sessions we have.
Stretch out the pain. Stand tall again. Stand tall
Yeah, and apologies, I can't really show you the live Claude like while it's thinking and stuff, just because you know what it's like. It might throw up one of my API keys or something. For the most part, I'm pretty sure that I've protected my system from streaming leaks.
So long, stop noticing.
The machine I'm streaming from is a different machine to the one that I'm
So you'll accept.
working on, and I'm just streaming the display. So as long as I'm cautious about what I send over,
And
I think we should be okay.
Being a person.
At the moment, I'm not sending over anything from my main PC because
Being easy to be around.
Claude is operating in the cloud now, which is amazing. Isn't that amazing?
What it is
Oh, the first time I got that mobile notification that said Claude needs you to answer a question before it can continue, and I thought, thank God, because I'm not at the computer, and I would quite like for this work to continue.
and it's
Right, I'm gonna leave the lyrical music on
Nobody tells you
because
how
I'm not gonna be
exhausting it
speaking
is
that much while we're just
to manage
thinking our
what
way
people
through
think
things.
of you every hour of every day. To check yourself before you speak. To soften the thing you actually meant. To perform okay when you're not okay. I've been so tired. And I kept calling the tiredness life. Then I took it off. And nothing ended. Then I took it off. And I could breathe. That's the part that breaks me a little. The relief. How much relief was sitting there the whole time waiting for me to stop. I wasn't carrying something I had to carry. I was just scared to put it down. And when I did, I didn't turn into someone else. I didn't become better or new or fixed. I just became more of who I already was. The one who was always under there, waiting. So this is me, tired of pretending, setting it down. You can like me or not. I'm done holding my own face up. I want to be honest about something. I wear a mask. I've worn it so long I stopped noticing. I put it on so you'll like me, so you'll accept me, so you won't look at the real one and decide he's not enough. And I tell myself that's just being a person, being polite, being easy to be around, but that's not what it is. What it is fear. The quiet kind, the kind you don't admit to.
that if they saw the actual me, they'd leave. And it's exhausting. Nobody tells you how exhausting it is to manage what people think of you every hour of every day, to check yourself before you speak, to soften the thing you actually meant, to perform okay when you're not okay. I've been so tired, and I kept calling the tiredness life. Then I took it off, and nothing ended. Then I took it off, and I could breathe. That's the part that breaks me a little. The relief. How much relief was sitting there the whole time waiting for me to stop? I wasn't carrying something I had to carry. I was just scared to put it down. And when I did, I didn't turn into someone else. I didn't become better or new or fixed. I just became more of who I already was. The one who was always under there, waiting. So this is me, tired of pretending, setting it down. You can like me or not. I'm done holding my own face up.
Okay, I'm just gonna pop that there, transition there. Oh.
You're the one they come to when the floor gives way.
Okay.
Steady hands,
Let's try
the
that.
open door, the place they're safe to stay. But who holds the holder when the room goes still? Who pours into the well that's always asked to fill? So come home to yourself. Lay the weight of everybody else down.
I love this line. So streaming is the purest release discipline gym there is.
You don't have to carry it all. You who tends, you who mends, let the tending turn around. Come home to yourself. You're allowed to be found. You learn to read silence.
Numbers are a bonus, not a target.
Feel before they spoke, to catch the falling feeling before the falling broke. But somewhere in the giving, you forgot the giving back. The body's been here waiting.
What's this track?
To take you off
You're
the
training
rack.
one muscle, narrating a mind at work across 2 stakes levels.
Come home,
Track A pays for track
home
B.
to yourself.
Track A is voice gym. Satisfactory in other
Lay
games.
the weight
0 stakes. No one's judging my factory. Well, that's not true. People will be judging my factory, but I don't care.
on the floor. Let's
Job, train fluency, kill dead air fear, get reps cheap.
carry it all. You who
Why it works. A systems game
mends,
equals your worldview in playable form. Yeah, it's kind of funny because that's why I feel like I want to stream my Satisfactory games, because it's like when you watch me building a factory in Satisfactory, that's what it's like when I'm building a business. Like I build Satisfactory factories the same way that I build a business. It looks like a giant mess that doesn't really do anything and wastes a lot of power and energy in the process. But
to prove that
once you get it all connected up,
you're here to
you end up with a cathedral, not just a factory. And it is my autism at play. My undiagnosed, whatever the hell you'd classify someone like me. Neurodiverse is a great term because that just fits, you know? Right, and what's track B? Build in public. So that's what I'm doing right now. This is track B. Building the systems live, app demos, architecture out loud, thinking out loud. This is the real stakes because it's dealing with real stuff that's connected to money and connected to identity, and my job is to show the moat. Show the moat. What moat? What do you mean by the moat?
I sent the closure emails on a Tuesday. Expected silence, maybe anger, maybe worse. 11 people wrote back in the first day.
What moat are you talking about?
Came with what I'd rehearsed.
In track B.
Kirshen said your honesty and integrity has meant a lot
Job
to
section.
us. To say nothing of the service.
The sequencing is the whole trick.
You created.
You do not open with high stakes. Here's my app stream.
Then Gmail cut him short.
Right. I open with, here's me live.
Keep a file called kind.
Here's me live attempting to bring order to the chaos of my mind using various AI tools and in a way that is entertaining for me, hopefully inspiring and valuable for you, and with any luck,
That insists everyone hates
significant and meaningful.
failing, they don't. Plenty of them said thank you. Some of them said
I'll get there for the full proper
more
demos,
than that.
but nothing is demo ready at this point. I mean, only a couple of
Molly
things.
was owed 1,050
All right, let's move on.
I sent it anyway. No pay today. Here's why. She wrote back, I appreciate you being open about it. I understand the position you're in. I wrote in the margin, Grace, on the day that asked a lot of it. Alfie replied with sadness on the Thursday. And
Okay.
Friday morning,
Well, let's keep going.
unprompted,
Rehearsal ladder.
friend who owns
The part that says, why would anyone listen? Why would
Shall I
anyone
send his
want to
details?
listen to you? Who do you think you are that you have an opinion worth sharing? Why would anyone, when there's 1,000 billion things that they could be doing with their time right now, why would anybody stop and listen to you?
5 out of 5
What do you think?
across 65 on bar.
You climb, it's graduated exposure. You climb one rung at a time, only when the current rung feels boring. Each rung is a real rep.
Kindness.
None of them is the big scary launch.
That was the
Interesting. So rather than it being framed as like,
That was
everything hangs on this, my whole future, my career, my integrity, my business, everything hinges on this live stream succeeding and me not fucking it up. Yeah. Screw that. Truth is, vast majority of people on the planet are never gonna see it. And most of the people that I care about aren't gonna see it. And if any does, who cares? It's forgivable, right? To make mistakes. I forgive myself. Why would I think that other people wouldn't forgive me? And if they don't forgive me, why would I think that I give a shit? It's funny, isn't it, how we pretend to be limited. Anyway, private test record. OBS on, talk for 10 minutes over satisfactory. Watch it back alone, audience 0, just proving the rig and hearing your own voice. I can skip that one, I've done plenty of that. I've done this too, I've also already live streamed. But, ooh, talk about the stuff that I have. Yeah. What's this?
I swore I'd never drive
Tell the newsletter. Oh, okay, send the newsletter out and say that this exists. Okay.
at 60
Okay.
miles an hour. She said yes in
I didn't.
11 minutes, and I was looking for a reason it wouldn't count.
So this is where I'm at. I did all of this stuff last week. This is where I'm at.
I've been posting to the sides, waiting
Demo 1 finished thing? But bro,
to say my name.
you said demo 1 finished thing?
I just feel complete.
But I don't consider any of it finished because I'm trying to build the cathedral, right? So I need you to be able to look in at the repos and tell me which app we can demo. I think we can demo Sage. I've done some screen shares on, I think, Loom, where I've tried to demo Sage. But the point of the live stream demo is that we're showing how unfinished it really is, right? We're not, this isn't the pitch deck, this isn't the, here's the highlight reel, here's what happens when a user who knows exactly how to use the system uses the system. I'm not selling this, you know, I'm not selling my apps. I built my apps so that I could use them to run my business more effectively, you know? So the only reason to show off and demo the apps is in case someone wants to take it, wants to buy it, wants to use it, go ahead. You can build it yourself with Claude. That's how I built it, you know? Anyway, what do you think of that? Sometimes I like just freeballing to Claude, to just just say everything. Alright, let's continue. So this is, for the most part, this is stuff that I'm okay with. The decisions. Okay, I think it misunderstood me. I love the plan that you made, but I think you misunderstood me because I meant a plan for a specific one live stream, not the plan for the live streaming in general. So like I wanted you to pick something from the sanctuary that we can stream, you and me, working on or developing a little bit more. Rather than attempting to go through 12 sessions at the same time, I think we're going to be better off just focusing on one aspect of the work and streaming that. And what were the other files that it outputted? Reference. Okay, that's fine. Reference document just for future agents to be able to read. This. Live stream mode. The definition of live stream mode, which tells Claude to try its hardest to not say anything sensitive. Yeah. Okay. Fable is very much overkilling without checking first, which is a bit of a shame. Let me check my usage. How much is this eating up? I shouldn't really be using Fable for this, but I like that Fable's able to comprehend a lot of stuff at once. That's why. Okay, usage is alright. I'm going away for a couple of days, so I'm not going to be using it in that time. I need to have the comments on a screen right in front of me because I'm just not going to see them where they are.
I'd never drive this road again, but here I am, working on my life at 60 miles an hour. She said yes in 11 minutes, and I was looking for a reason it wouldn't count. I've been posting to the silence, waiting for England to say my name. I just feel completely not understood. I need you to help me feel less alone, like I'm the only one who believes in me. I know that what I have is valuable. I believe it to the core.
Oh, hold on, have I still got Z in your face? Yeah, I do. Sorry.
Is
There you go.
valuable. I know what I have is valuable. So tell me once more if I'm enough. I'm not raw. I'm not raw. I did it again.
Okay, what's this? 3-second rule. Narrate what your eyes are doing, especially while waiting on builds and deploys. And reading as well, I guess. I should be reading it out loud, right? So 3 acts. Land it, the co-build, and close. So what's land it? Land it is putting this over the starting soon screen. Okay. Okay, well we need to build that as an overlay. Okay, safety. Yeah, fine. Pick the night. Well, I'm not planning on doing it in the night. I'm planning on doing it right now. Alright. Okay, wrap up this session and give me a moment to go through any old sessions related to the game of Authenticity, and we'll wrap them up and then start the live stream build of it, I guess. Okay. Anything pinned? Yeah.
The question about money was a way of contextualizing his life choice.
Wrap up this session and give me a prompt for what we need to do next to make sure everything's updated.
Was not foolish. The system I built still works. There's just nobody to clean for. He didn't show the business closed. I walked away to avoid the war. Called it strategy. It's Tuesday, not Monday, as I had to go in the lorry yesterday.
Right, where did I get to? 2 days ago is when I dropped this. So if you don't use Sequenzi, you should. It's a great app. Really great guy who runs it. Really responsive to queries and issues. Yeah, because it tried to send it from my Gmail drafts, which isn't where I want to send it from. So the form, and I'll show you what the form is. I need to deal with this text because I feel like I've got too many different fonts. This doesn't look very nice. So this is the form. Why did it remove phone number? Why did you remove the phone number field from the form? I know that we were saying the gameplay won't be delivered by phone because of international number issues. But we can get around that with Twilio. Surely. It's just we're not going to include phone calls and SMS internationally right now.